Hey, how's it going? My name is Raf, and welcome to Dragon Ball Code, the place where all we do is talk about Dragon Ball. Ever since Dragon Ball Daima was announced, one question keeps coming up again and again. Where does it fit in the timeline? And is it canon? Today, we're going to break it all down so you'll finally know how Daima connects to the rest of the series. Dragon Ball Daima is an anime series created by Akira Toriyama, and it tells a brand new story set after the Majin Buu arc. In this series, Goku and the others are mysteriously turned into children by a plot that begins in the Demon Realm. It's a return to the adventure style of the original Dragon Ball, traveling to new places, fighting strange enemies, and uncovering hidden secrets. Toriyama himself handled the story and character designs, which already sets it apart from something like GT, where he only had minimal involvement. So where exactly does Daima fit in? The events seem to happen after the defeat of Majin Buu, but before the arrival of Beerus and Whis in Dragon Ball Super. In other words, it likely takes place somewhere around age 775, in that quiet period of peace before Goku meets the God of Destruction. And this placement makes sense. Characters still look similar to their Z versions, and there's no mention of Super's gods or universes. Now, the big question, is Daima canon? The answer depends on how we define canon in Dragon Ball. Toriyama created the story, the characters, and supervised the series. That alone gives it strong canonical weight. Even Toei's producers confirmed that it's directly connected to the Buu arc, not a spin-off. So in every meaningful way, it's an official part of the main continuity. However, we have to add a small asterisk. Until the Dragon Ball Super manga or future projects directly reference Daima's events, we can't know exactly how tightly it connects. So right now, it's best described as canon to Z, and potentially canon to Super, depending on what happens later. It's kind of like Battle of Gods. When it first came out, everyone wondered if it counted, and then Super made it official. Daima may end up following that same path. Daima fills a gap we've never really explored. Between the end of Z and the start of Super, we had almost no stories about what Goku and the gang were doing. This series finally gives us something new in that space, with fresh designs, old school adventure vibes, and the emotional charm that defined early Dragon Ball. It also shows that even decades later, Toriyama still wanted to experiment, mixing nostalgia with mystery. Whether or not the series stays perfectly consistent with Super, it's clearly an important chapter in his vision of the Dragon Ball universe. So for now, here's the best way to look at it. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Daima, and then Dragon Ball Super. It's a direct continuation of Z and probably canon, even if some timeline details are still fuzzy. And there you have it. Do you think Daima should be considered official canon or more of a standalone adventure? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this and like Dragon Ball content, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get notifications whenever I post a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.